clamp nearly just fell off then. I have not got my laptop ready, so we're going to do that right now so that I can come and let you all know that I'm live. Because I'm pretty sure not all of you get the notifications. To get the notifications, you should definitely subscribe and follow me. Otherwise, you're guaranteed not to get them. And then other than that, I mean, we're working on it. So I would like to be able to read all of your comments while we're going. Over here. So, what have we got? Here I am. Pal live. All right, let's let you all know that I'm here. Oh, there's one. Hello, Kathy. Oh, what just happened? Oh, no. It won't let me go on now. Of course it won't. There we go. All right. So now, oh, look, there's heaps of people. Hello, everybody. I can see you all now. Got my comments up. We're making a purse pal. Now, I am aware that I have not yet done a video on this, and I will. And I actually cut this on my Cricut machine, which is very cool. And I didn't put my phone on silent. Good job, me. Having a moment, clearly. Right. Sorry about that. That's how organized I am today. Okay. So, this was a leftover piece of my glorious, glorious horror fabric. So, I can't wait to make this. And then I've just done black with everything because it makes sense. Hello, Joy. Welcome to your first live here. I have a V today. I know they're bad for me, but so is everything else everybody else does. I'm okay with it. I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I do V. And I'm phasing these out. It's just not this week. So, I have been thinking about October. And since I am slightly obsessed with like horror movies, and by slightly I mean a lot, and I have a crap ton of like skull and spooky themed fabric, I am going to challenge myself to do every bag with the exception of Inklings in the Kraken fabric. That doesn't count. But every other video I am going to try and do in Halloween themed. So whether that's, you know, orange checkers to look a bit pumpkin-y, or if it's just, you know, all skulls for a month. And I will still be doing new patterns. I have a new pattern to do, actually. I have a new person that will let me do patterns, which is even more cool. I just haven't started yet. I cut it out, but I haven't finished cutting it out, and I have a market on Sunday. And I was really hoping to have a few of these wallets. So this is what I'm spending my day doing. And I thought you guys could come and watch me make one, and I can chat to you all, because I haven't been here for a while. Specifically on a live, that is. I'm also going to need my light. I'm sorry if this displaces your viewing, but I can't see otherwise. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? That's going to be problematic. I can't see if I do it this way, and you can't see if I don't. So this part on this particular bag wasn't cut on the Cricut, but I will be doing all future ones cut on the Cricut. And we're going to backstitch. Oh, good. So I put up a Facebook post for those that aren't subscribed to me, which you should do. You should definitely subscribe. But on the off chance that you haven't subscribed, do that so that you get notifications when I go live. Or follow, or whatever the button is that you need to push. So that you can come chat to me. I'm a very chatty person. Love it. So this is Buttery Smooth from Inkling and the Kraken, the type of fabric this is, by the way. I'm subbed, but I didn't get a notification. That's just rude. I don't know why. YouTube likes to mess with me, I swear. I'm going to twist it in the opposite direction, and then I'm going to just pull a little bit. Cool little trick, flattens them out. You know how sometimes it gets like really twisty? If you twist it in the opposite direction and then pull, it flattens itself out. Look at that, magic. Oh. I haven't put any of the double-sided tape on. I have done nothing to prep for this video. I was going to actually record this as a not live video, and then I impulsively changed my mind. I have my bell clicked. Yeah, I'm sure there's a notification thing that people are meant to get. When I get more organized with my life, which I am hoping is well before Christmas, I will pre-arrange all the lives so that you guys can see them coming up. That makes sense. But half the time, I don't know what I'm going to do stuff. I try to do schedules. It's just not really my thing. But I am working on it. Oh, where's my little template? So I have a template guy again. Guys, it's a different person. But I'm going to have templates again soon, which is very exciting. I'm also thinking I might offer these in a 2-pack. So for anyone that doesn't know what this is, I'm about to show you. I also snapped my nail this morning, and it's all spiky and horribly annoying. Alright, stick that down. Flip. I will be back stitching all of these because tying off this many knots annoys me. Judge me all you like. I have to make, I want to make 3 of these today at least. Like 3 more after I stop the video. Hello, hello. So this was not planned. I do appreciate everybody that tunes in from all over the world when, you know, there's lots of time differences and such. Okay, so this magical little square, and I made it a square so I don't have to think. You put it lined up with the bottom of your stitches and then draw a line. And that is the perfect size to be making a vertical card pocket. Ooh, 6,000 people is exciting for a market. The more people that come, the more chances you have to sell things. I definitely get that. I hope I sell. If I sold 10 handbags, I'd be a happy woman. That would, you know, that'd solve a lot of problems. Partly the fact that I'm running out of room to store all the bags I have. I have 8 tubs currently full of stock. So that is my problem number 1. Problem number 2 is now like a lot of my money is tied up in stuff and I need to go and buy more interfacing and bag foam and hardware. I have a wall, but turns out I'm missing like 1 key ingredient in all the different colors. Super annoying. Super annoying. Morning, Anna. So this also works as a scraper. So you scrape that edge and it gets flatter. I love these things. I made this one with my laser. If I have convinced you to buy a laser from all my laser videos, this was just done with the diode laser. It will cut solid colored acrylics, not all the colors, but you know, enough to make me happy. So get onto that. And patterns give you this measurement of how far down to go. People, like, the patterns tell you the measurement. I have just turned it into a template because now I don't have to measure every time. It's more therapeutic to do card slots when you don't constantly have to think about how far down to measure, right? It just is. So much easier. If you don't have a laser, you could either get your partner in crime that has a shed full of tools to make you a square in the right size, or you could just layer up a couple of like pieces of thick cardboard, glue them all together and make it tall enough, or you could like multi-laminate a piece of paper. All of these things would work. God's lots take forever. It's also, I can't really see what I'm doing, by the way. I am fully going on the knowledge that I'm going to get close because I've made so many card slots before. But the shadows for where the light is throwing it and I can't see. But if I turn my light on, then you guys can't see what I'm doing. Makes it a bit difficult all round. Yeah, so anyway, I have a template guy. He is sending me my new pattern that will be coming out as soon as I get all of my goodies from America. So Sandra at the Ghana Sewing Room is doing a Kings of Horror box of stuff. And she's sending it here because we're doing the joint release of the pattern and it shall be fabulous and I'm very excited. But more importantly, it will be my new handbag and it is like custom themed to what we talked about. It is going to have glow-in-the-dark stripy blood spatter vinyl. Like, I cannot wait. So because of that, the pattern won't be released until the box gets here. And then we will do a joint release, like a joint live, sorry, as the releasing of the pattern. And for anybody in Australia that wants to buy the subscription box thing, we're going to get them all shipped to me so it's cheaper. And then I will ship them out from here. So everyone saves. Quite excited. She even got custom zipper pulls. And it will be my new handbag. And that is just decided. End of story. My handbag. I have already made a few, so if you guys want to see what Empress looks like, I have some up for sale on my website. I finally designed a tote bag. And after this market, I am going on to start designing another bag because I haven't started because my brain can't quite decide. Part of me wants to design a bag that can carry the Cricut with like cool fancy pockets and stuff. Because I feel like that would be handy for when I carry it in and out of the house. After a certain point, I don't stay in my sewing shed anymore. But I can just like pick that up and take it inside and then play with it on the dining table. Because my child cannot be left unsupervised. He does naughty things. Like once, he dropped the Nutella jar and it fell all over the ground. So he tried to pick it up, but because it's Nutella, it just smeared everywhere. So then after he couldn't clean it up, he just went, oh well, and left a big smeared pile of Nutella all over the kitchen floor. Fun times, fun times. He gets points for trying to clean it up, but he loses points for not telling me about it and then just leaving it there. Have I seen or used glow-in-the-dark hardware? I have not. Somebody let me know who's got some. I will play with it for yous. Love this game. Does anybody in Australia, any of the Australian suppliers have glow-in-the-dark hardware? I am all ears. I love playing with new things. Oh, and if you all watch me play with that water flosser machine, if you just close your mouth, it doesn't go everywhere. I was just being funny. But me and my child both love it. He just loves it because it's a novelty toy. I like it because it cleans in between my teeth really well. I just thought I was funny to spray myself in the face with it outside. Wasn't going to do it inside though. Getting hardware from the US, unfortunately, is just a little bit out of my budget. And it's just the postage. And I understand that the companies can't help how much the postage is, and I do totally respect that. I have very little control over the postage costs. I actually have to go and put all mine up to be the actual standard because Australia Post put everything up. I just haven't because I don't know why, really. Maybe I should do that today. Yoink. Okay, up she goes. Smooth it out. Card slot's done. I always put an extra piece of tape at the top because it holds everything in place. Done. This bit, I don't know actually. It might, nah, it won't even do that's not even enough card slotness to do a pocket pal with a smaller version of this. Unfortunate, sad but true. Alright, I assume I'm using black hardware. I haven't really thought too much about that yet. Grab a zip. I do like this because it has very little hardware. Whoops. Gunmetal always seems good with horror-related things. And press studs. I actually have two types of press studs. These are the ones you find on leather jackets. I like to do these on man bags, and like women who ride motorcycles appreciate the fact that you use these instead of magnets, because if you're riding at like 100 to 110 kilometers an hour, I don't know what that is in American, I'm sorry. But if you're going that fast, a magnet will actually fly open and not keep your bag shut, whereas these bad boys lock down tight. So I have the two different styles for two different things. This is much too heavy duty for a tiny little wallet. Yeah. I have seen that people are bringing out all different colored hardwares. Like I saw teal and blue and purple and green. They go alright. I, unfortunately, can see me personally scraping the crap out of them. Not deliberately, but they get scratched and then show through the metal underneath. That's what I envision would happen. I don't know that for a fact because I haven't actually got any. These are all my dies, by the way. Welcome to my box of dies. I am missing one more set. But that's all right. I need the die set for the clamps. Hello, everybody. You haven't missed it all. I've only just started. I've only done card slots. It's fine. I've only been here 17 minutes. I'm good, but I'm not that good that I can finish a whole project in 17 minutes while on camera. Off camera, maybe, but even not this. Hole punch. Not that this is a big video anyway, but I just wanted to come say hi to you all. I haven't been here in a while. My last live that I did was exclusive to the people that support me through the YouTube membership, because I definitely appreciate their support. Without people supporting the membership, I would probably have to go get a day job and stop doing this. Not that there's anything wrong with a day job. I have had one in the past, obviously. But I would prefer to continue to inspire you guys rather than, you know, unpacking stock at some random shoppy shop. I feel like my talents are better used here. So everyone that supports my YouTube channel definitely allows that to continue. So I appreciate them, and they get all of the sewing candies first, and they get exclusive lives. I love cam presses. I actually am going to paint one of them a different shade of green so that they both look different, because I'm childish and I want to. There's no other reason for it. They don't need to be painted. I just want them painted. And then eventually I'm going to get a second cube behind me, and we're going to mount them over there so that I can't bring them over here anymore. But then they're also not on the floor, because I do have a really bad habit of accidentally kicking them, and my gosh, does it hurt. Now, the Cricut punched this hole, and I am starting to think that it might be a little bit too big. I think that over time that's going to pull through. So we're going to take, I make these little 1-inch squares of base stabilizer. Ugh. Right. Base stabilizer is my friend. So all the little scraps that you would otherwise throw out, I cut into little 1-inch squares. I have a whole, like, 30 of them. And we just punch a hole. And that is going to further support the other thing, because I reckon over time that would pull through, and we don't want that. You don't want someone to buy a wallet and then 3 months after they've owned it, it's damaged, because they won't come back to you to buy another one. They'll just think your quality is inferior and be done with you. So through it goes, and then through the hole. And I feel much more confident that that's going to survive now. It's not going to affect the wallet by having that little square there. Much better. Oh. Okay. Just while I'm here, I'm going to do this. Hello, and welcome. Ooh, Scotland's here today. Hello, Scotland. I shouldn't say Scotland. Hello, Laura from Scotland. Let's get excited when there's people all over the world. We can come together and chat. These are quite quick. This particular pattern. I do plan on doing one off camera later, as well as probably just making them today in general. I do have a lot of printed stuff, and I've actually got all that vinyl from Temu. Remember when I went and bought that? So I'm thinking maybe we should use some of that. All right, I'm lining that up, tucking it under, and then lining up the edges. We are only going to stitch this edge, but we need the others lined up. I understand there's probably not a lot of Aussies on at the moment because most of them are on their way to work. Or I'm through their radio in their car, in which case, hello. I do know a few people that do that. They just put me on, they can't watch, but they can listen. I'm like a radio. Hello, bag maker Bob from Pennsylvania. Yes, anyway, what was I saying before about patterns? I do kind of want to make a Cricut bag that we can have as a cool carry bag that has pockets for stuff and things. In my brain, that's really cool and useful to me. I also have another pattern I've actually got a few patterns. So because I suck at the digital part, I am doing collaborations with people because they hate writing the actual instructions, whereas that's the bit I'm good at. So we're kind of dividing and conquering. 50% of the work, everybody gets 50% of the profits. I love this plan because it means that I don't have to spend 4 hours trying to draw weird shapes that I can't do. So I do have a few patterns in the works at the moment. And I've got a shoulder bag I want to do. And I was actually in the doctor's the other day getting my prescription. And a lady walked in and she had a really cool bag. And I think I want to recreate something similar. So it's like if Baronia Bowler Bag by Blue Color had a smaller, taller, skinnier baby with... Who didn't have a baby with? Like the Bonnie Bucket bag? Like if those two had a baby, that's what the bag looked like. And I thought that was really cool. My brain's trying to make it in my brain. I'm actually constructing it. I've been doing it for a couple of days now. So how I could construct it to be the easiest way possible so that it's all beginner friendly. I like most of my patterns to be beginner friendly because you're all at different bag sewing stages of your life. Pretty. We are making the purse pal. There is the first half. We're going to use double-sided tape to hold these bits down. You can also, if you're not live like me, you can iron these back, but I am what I am. But the double-sided tape does help. So I will be doing a non-live version of this where I use the Cricut to cut it out, and you will see that. I might even record my screen so I can show you how you can do that. It's different slightly for Cricut versus Scan and Cut. Cricut, you have to use the attach button so that all the lines don't move. And Brother, you can't, the thing that annoys me about Brother software, you can't save SVG. So if you spend all this time designing something, you can't save or export it as an SVG to put it in a different machine. That really bugs me. So to design things, I actually use the laser software. Will I edge it? Ooh, I will edge it because it will show white, and it shouldn't. But I probably won't edge it on camera because I have no idea where my clear glue is, because you should put a layer of clear glue before you put the edge coat paint, and I genuinely have no idea where mine is. It could be out with all the laser stuff. It could be with all of my cans of paint. It could be in the house because Jessie wanted to borrow it. Unfortunately, I don't know which one of those sentences is true, so I can't do it now. Well, actually, I don't even need that one, do I? We're not going to see the zipper, so you can just continue using 1/4-inch zipper double-sided tape. For those that love the tearaway or rippable tape, I do still have a bunch on my website. I'm also going to load up those new magnets that I did for those that love their machine magnets. There's lots to do, apparently. I actually think, even though you're using a black zipper, I think the multicolored, like the faint multicolored zip kind of really goes with my vinyl. So we're going to do that because I can. Hi, Denise. But I will edge coat these. I might actually do it as a video if you like. It won't be a live because you've got to wait for things to dry. But we probably will do it so that you can watch me do them, and I'll do them in bulk. Bulk is always my friend. Also, anyone following along with, remember when I had those terrible scissors that kept coming loose, sorry. We have put, I say we, my husband bought me Loctite. So I just put like 2 drops of Loctite on here and then tightened it to where I want. And now they work like normal again. I'm very excited. Keep that because that's another one. We can get another purse pal out of that. And that's why we make all different size stuff. I will only ever throw out a zipper that is shorter than 4 inches. Would my fray check work? I don't think it would sit up enough. The whole point of the glue is to seal off like the gap between the layers so that the edge coat doesn't seep in. It sits on top. That's why we use it. That looks crooked. Does that look crooked to you? Feels like it's one tooth out. I hate that. So this was Inklings in the Kraken when she used to do that. I just hoard things. I'm working on that. I have a bunch of, I'm not going to just do horror ones. I've got like a bunch of cute ones here too that just did the same thing. Stop it. I did in fact make this wallet to match my Bad Girl Lola that I did. Apparently the longest part for me is making the zip sit where it's told. Alright, close to the edge but not on it, in the middle, down she pops. Pull that out of the way. Stick it down. Now because it is double-sided tape, if you need to, you just lift it up and shift it over so that it's in the middle. We want it in the middle. It'll be prettier. And then we're going to grab this and I'll just use some 3/4 inch tape. I would actually probably normally use glue. I would put spray glue on this. That would work too. But in the meantime, Actually, this is the vinyl that I used for my first aid kit in my car. So I made a galumpus, which is my little like lunchbox pattern, and it's my first aid kit for the car. And it's made out of serial killer horror movie things because I think I'm funny. I feel like you guys think I'm funny too, or you probably wouldn't be here. I have a very warped sense of humor. I'm okay with it. All right, this is just lining. So we're just gonna line it up. Down she goes. Yep. It's a little bit out. Hold that thought. Better. And then like we always, or like I always do, we're going to come in front of the zipper. I'm going to stitch, back stitch. And again, you can pull it through if you want. I just feel like that'll make this go a lot longer. And the point of this is to be a nice, quick, fun sew. It's also really good to use up some scraps you've got lying around. Now, sometimes I miscalculate this and we have to do 2 lines of stitching. Doesn't matter. It's just sometimes it happens, right? So if we turn this over and it missed anywhere, right? It's missed there. Look at this. See there? Just missed that little bit. So because of that, I'm just going to run a 2nd line of stitching all the way around. Ooh, a first aid kit in blood spatter would also be cool. I like that idea. So this is how we solve that problem without having to unpick anything, right? We're just going to do a 2nd line of stitching. It just looks cool. There's no kind of negativeness to it. Twist, over the hill, down, twist, back to the start, back stitch. And now it's all definitely caught and still looks cool. Now it can't move, and that's all we care about. And then we're going to fold this one over. I actually might cut, see that little bit of zipper tape? Even though it's a tiny little bit, I'm actually going to cut it out now. I've got 2 layers of stitching there, so it's not really an issue. Cool. Now I didn't cut the lining according to the actual pattern piece. I actually just traced around this and cut it a little bit less. So if it sticks out, that's totally my fault. Line up those corners, and then we're going to grab this. Put it on the right side, might help. And then we're going to line it up on that edge. And we're going to stitch them all at the same time. Everything should line up. Other corner. I like to do my corners first. Hello, Rachel from Melbourne. I used to live in Melbourne. Used to live opposite the MCG for a while there. It was a very busy road. Somebody broke into my car and stole my stereo. Jerks. Smashed a window, the whole 9 yards. Clipped. Isn't it pretty? If I had more, this was a scrap, right? If it wasn't a scrap, I probably would have scented him. But I don't mind that kind of Freddy just pops out a little bit. It's kind of cool. But again, this was a scrap busting project that also will now, I don't know how much to sell these for. Does anybody in Australia sell these? Pricing has never been my strong suit. I'm all about making. I don't check to see what people price them at. I mean, this is a scrap. They're all going to be scraps, but people don't necessarily know that don't sew. And I just don't know what to charge for them. Okay. Needle down, pivot. Yeah, Peekaboo Freddy, exactly right. So cool. I love it. You could also, oh, you know what I should do? I think we'll do a video where I cut it with the Cricut, embroider it with the embroidery machine, and then make something, because that would be cool. There's a whole blank side to do embroidery. Don't know what we're going to embroider on it, but still. All right, this bit here is going to be thick because it's got this that goes folded under. If you look at that and go, oh, hell no, that's too thick for my machine, all you need to do is cut it so it's in line, like untuck it. Look, we'll do it. Let's do it, right? Untuck it. Have it laying flat. Top stitch over the whole lot. Make sure it doesn't move. It's absolutely, you just want to make sure it's straight, right? Like this. And then we'll just chop off the excess. For those that are on a domestic and go, oh, hell no, can my machine do that? Like everyone, I know you guys all want me to do a bag on a domestic, but my domestic is so basic. I don't think it's going to work out the way you guys think it's going to work out. You just cut that bit off and then boom, it's less thick. Problem solved, right? That's done. I mean, for the most part at least. So I just think that's really cool. Really quick and simple. Because I've used double-sided tape, it's all you can't see, right? Because it's black, it looks like a black hole at the moment. And I can't get the angle with the light in it. But because we double-sided the edges to the fabric, you should glue it probably. It'll sit flush. And then it's got a little bit for notes. And look, there's another peekaboo. There's the peekaboo rest of Freddy. It's cute, it's effective, it's fantastic. And this whole video went for 37 minutes. So this was under half an hour to make, start to finish. Well, it's not finished technically because we have to edge coat it, but I will be edge coating in bulk because I have this cool little thing. I won't be able to find it now, but it's like a little inkwell that has a roller. So I'm gonna hopefully do a bunch that need black edging, and you just run it along and it picks it up for you. And I've really wanted to do a video showing it. It was $5 or something from eBay. Still very, very cool. But Stash Buster, it's a really good scrap buster for vinyl and for the lining. So the lining could be anything. I use waterproof canvas because it doesn't get dirty as quick. And I use waterproof canvas because it's the same stuff as my card slots because I like nice flat card slots. Have I used my little rolly thing before? I have, just not on camera. It is super cool. Love it. And I've also got a 12-pack of edge coat colors. So if I wanted to, that's pink. If I wanted to, I could actually do like a red edge. We've got red. They need to shake up. Always shake them. See, there you go. The clamp is a wonderful thing. But I do have a red edge coat. And that's tan. I thought it was dark red. You can also play the mixing game and mix them all together and then do that too. That is an option. But I do have a whole bunch of colors. I got a 12-pack of edge coat. So I do want to make up a crap ton of these. I want to have at least 4 to take to the market. So I've got the horror one, and then I want to have a cutesy one, and we're going to use the Timo vinyl and do maybe a sparkly one. I don't know, but they are really, really quick, and there shouldn't be any excuse why I can't get a few of these done today since it's only 9 a.m. where I live. So I'm going to the Witches Market, which is in Dirrigan up in Townsville. So I'm not taking all my stock because it won't all physically fit. I'm going to leave behind my Ragabrush gym bag, and I'm not going to take any of the Siren beach bags so that I've got enough space to put up everything else. Unfortunately, I can only fit so much, and those bags take up the most space. Even though I usually have them hanging from the wall, it's still a lot of space. It is this Sunday, 74 Veals Road, Dirrigan. I don't know why I remember that, but I do. And I'm next to my mate from Sweet Skull Delight. She does all those like cool shaped crystals like this. So there may or may not be another skull that shows up. We will see. Depending on how many bags I sell will be dependent on if I get another one. I love my skulls. They're blue tacked on, by the way, so they don't move. And this was a little bead that came as a gift. So I decided it matches because it's a mini skull, so it gets to sit here too. There you go, guys. Quick, simple, effective. I hope I have a great market too. If I have a great market, I might go on a bit of a shopping binge and go find this glow-in-the-dark hardware you speak of, and then we will put it to the test in the sewing room, and we'll see if it lasers, because I'm obsessed with laser engraving things at the moment. I don't know if you guys saw. If you're not in my Facebook group, you probably didn't see, but oh, come on, come out of the tub. I have laser engraved my logo onto the tassel caps. I know that's not focusing. Hold on. Look. It worked on all the colors. I'm very excited. I will eventually do a video. I just want to find some other things I can laser. I was thinking we can definitely laser logos on this here, this bit here, for the clamps for the wristlet straps. That's what that is, if anybody needs to know. Because I plan on having sets that come with a matching keyring set. So it'll have a tassel, it'll have this, and it'll have a pom-pom, because pom-poms are cool. Oops. So I want to find a bunch of stuff I can laser engrave, and then I'm going to do a video on bag making lasering and all the things that you can do. So that will come hopefully soon. All right, guys, I'm going to go. Thank you all for popping in while we did this little wallet, and I will see you guys later.